Happy Saturday, Sarah here, and today we are going to talk about Sarah. This is our fourth day of Lent, and I want to talk to you about the hard time of barrenness today. And Sarah is a good example to look at. There are others like Hannah, some of the others in the Bible, even Samson's mom. But we're going to look at Sarah and her barrenness today. First of all, before I take it into a more spiritual application, I just want to say as a mom, my heart goes out to every woman and man who wanted to parent a child and has not been able to do so. I can't imagine the emptiness that you have likely felt at some point in your life when you wanted that child. So we don't want to oversimplify the pain of physical barrenness as we try to look at barrenness from a spiritual perspective. We do want to be mindful and to be respectful of all of the men and women that we know or maybe don't know who has struggled their lives with barren dreams. And so I just want to say my heart goes out to you. But let's look at Sarah for a minute and see if we can't glean some spiritual truths to look at from her barren life and how that she struggled. It was a hard time for her because of that barren state that she was in. She made some choices that weren't that great. She caused a lot of havoc in her family. And it was all due to the lack of trust in her God to bring to fruition what he had promised. And that, to me, is a very key point for us to look at as Christian believers. If God has promised us something, if we get ahead of him, if we think he's too slow, if we kind of jump the gun, if you will, and we try to do things on our own, then so many times we just make a bigger mess. Ask Sarah. You can ask Sarah from the Bible, or you can ask this Sarah. Both have done it. Trust me. So I want to look at her life today and use it for my own. I know that God has given me hope and promises. I know that he has spoken to my heart. I know there are things that I want to see accomplished for him. Sometimes this Sarah, kind of like that Sarah, gets in the way and tries to rush things up. Like hurry it up. Kind of like I've tried to hurry up my sourdough bread before. That didn't work. There are some things in life that you just can't rush it. You have to trust him. So for me, my message from her life is, Sarah, stop trying to rush God. Okay, just slow down and let him speak to you. Work, follow, do what he tells you to do. But if there's a promise out there that he has entrusted to tell you, slow down and let him bring it to fruition. Stop trying to do it all on your own. Now that's the word that Sarah is giving Sarah. If you can learn from that, take it. That's what I get when I look at her life and I see all that God has given us to look at with Sarah. I think the whole time this Sarah needs to slow down and let God do his work. Is it hard? Yes, it's hard to wait. We want to fix I do, want to fix everything. Is it difficult when people are, you look at others and they have spiritual children, or they have, a bigger church, or they have more things going on in their ministry, and you're thinking, but Lord, I'm praying, I'm trying, I'm fasting, I'm doing everything I know to do, and it just seems like I'm at a block wall or a brick wall or a steel cage, and I can't get anything to happen. Well, just hang on. If you try to get ahead of God, then you might wind up like Sarah, creating something you really didn't need. And so, hold on, trust God, Be patient and know that if he promises it, he'll bring it to fruition if it takes him 90 years to do it. So just know he's God and you're whoever you are. I'm Sarah, okay? We need to let God do his work in his time. We need to be trusting. We need to have faith. And Sarah, I think at the end of her life, when she did bear that precious child, I think that, that's probably when she really did sit back and laugh and think, look at the messes I've made. And the whole time, look at what he was planning on giving me. So today, before we make a mess, let's be blessed and know that it's in his time, it's in his way. Work diligently. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. But don't try to play God. Let him do that. He does a great job of it. It's his role. Our role is to trust and obey. God bless you on this 4th day of Lent. It's a great day. Enjoy your salvation.